Just swish it and go.
It's hard, you're right. It is hard.
Yeah. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're at a special place today. We have a special guest here. We're at Liquor 101 with my friend Max.
Yeah, how's it going?
We're gonna be trying some, Texas bourbons and some Kentucky bourbons today. And tell me a little bit more about Liquor 101.
Absolutely. So Liquor 101, we're based out of South Texas. Right now we currently have 3 locations, opening the 4th one in Harlingen. We have a sister one in McAllen, and then we have another one here in Farr, and then Alamo. And so you're probably thinking, there's a lot of liquor stores. We have a really big competitor here, which is Specs. But what we focus on is more about the convenience and the customer service, as well as the actually teaching you guys a little bit more about what you're drinking, And so right here we have Never Stop Learning. It's one of our mottos here. If you look here in our grand opening, people are starting to write things that they want to learn. Someone wants to learn how to play poker. Another one wants to learn German. This is a little girl actually said she wants to be a scientist. And, don't worry, she was with her mom, so it's THC legal. And but yeah, that's what we're all about, and
that's what this channel is all about, Max. We're talking about learning about the experience of not just very specific whiskeys, beers, but doing it blind. So we're going to be doing all of this tasting blind to see, really focus on the flavors, the aromas of what we're trying today. And you guys might have seen the previous episode. So if you haven't already, click on that little link right there, and you'll be able to see the episode on Scotch whiskey. But today, we have some really good stuff. We have Texas versus Kentucky. Who did it best? All right, so we have our lineup here, and I'll start off with this Texas whiskey from Firestone and Robertson. So these guys, they're in the business to try to get some of the best flavors in Texas bourbon. So they actually started off in Dallas, really finding a warehouse that was a pre-prohibition era warehouse where you have a lot of those characteristics that you normally would have in a Kentucky type warehouse or bourbon distillery. The cool thing about this one here is that it's a port finish. So for those wine connoisseurs that are watching, a port is typically your red wine that's a little bit sweeter. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see how those flavors really come out in some of this testing. So that is our Texas whiskey here. Then we have our Yellow Rose, which is a straight bourbon whiskey. And this is their 10-year anniversary edition, which is amazing because they ended up taking 10 charred casks. They put, all these different whiskeys to age in this charred cask for 24 months. And then that's it. That's all they made. It is only, 2,700 bottles that they made, and that's it. So you can only get these in very special occasions here. But Max, tell me a little bit about the Kentucky bourbon that you brought.
All right, so everybody out there who are whiskey hunters have heard of the Wellers and the Blantons. The Weller, this one's the Antique 107. One of the interesting things about the recipe of Weller 107 is that it's almost similar to the Pappy Van Winkle. Everyone knows that those are a little bit higher priced, but if you want to get close to that taste, the 107 is your go-to without, breaking the bank.
Hey, it's a Pappy look-alike, taste-alike. Might as well try it, right?
Absolutely.
We're talking about a Pappy Van Winkle, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, sir. And also, usually, in order for it to be a bourbon, it's a 51% corn mash. This one actually has a 75% corn mash in their recipe. Now, everybody knows about Blanton's. It's called the, the gateway whiskey to the whiskey world.
I know several people that just rave about Blanton's. Hey, we're going to find out if it's worth the rate.
Absolutely. The interesting thing is, everyone knows who Elmer T. Lee is. Right before the year he was about to retire, this was actually his gift to the Buffalo Trace Distillery. The term single barrel bourbon wasn't introduced until 1984, and it was with this one. This is the original OG for single barrel.
Man, respects.
No, absolutely.
Respect.
So guys, we're here in the presence of some pretty intense stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, I'm ready to try these, man.
all right, let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
All right. Flat me, bro.
All right. So, what are you looking at here, Damien?
We've got our flights ready. It's gonna be a little bit interesting because the colors were a little bit, given away. But don't focus on the colors. Stop looking at the colors.
I'm colorblind as far as you know.
Focus on the aromas, the flavors, and that finish of the good whiskey. So,
all right.
If you're ready, we can start with number one here.
Number one.
All right.
It's number one. All right.
That's a sweet you.
Is it like vanilla?
Yeah, it's a very vanilla aroma. Man, I want to try this already.
You know what? Smell. Okay, I'm gonna taste this, but it gives me like kind of like there's a Jack. Is it Jack?
Jasmine?
Yeah, I don't know. It smells really good. I just want to leave this right here. Just walk all day like this. It's really good.
Oh man, that's so good. I mean, this is like I could probably wear this as a perfume,
yeah, right?
Right? Like,
for real. Man, they should make one like this. Oh, by the way, have you noticed they actually make soaps out of whiskey?
Oh.
And there's a Buffalo Trace whiskey that they actually made into a soap.
Damn, I gotta try that.
And I mean, how good is the camera on this? Can they see this?
Yeah, they probably can.
Yeah?
Just put it close, bud.
I mean, man, that sticks. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
It stays. All right, whenever you're ready, buddy.
Let's go for it. It's definitely one of those higher proof. You can feel it, but wow, it is...
A lot of feelings in there.
Oh yeah, it packs a punch, but it also has like this like peppery vanilla flavor. That's what I'm tasting right now, but...
It kind of... I don't want to say wasabi but it's like
like a
ball.
wasabi.
it's. I mean, I need to do that again because there was a lot of things happening. At first, it was really good, and then it was like bows, and then all of a sudden it kind of calmed down again.
This is definitely a higher proof one.
In the beginning, you're gonna get a really nice sweet taste to it, and then you kind of go. Does it go through your nose a little bit?
It does. It does. Now the finish, if you kind of like swish it a little bit, and then slowly put it down. The finish is very, very smooth. It reminds me of that like vanilla, that aroma that you're trying. It comes really, really well in the finish. The nice aftertaste is.
You know what's interesting though? Like it burns in your mouth, right? Just
a
little bit, but
it's
not burning in your throat.
No, which is like whoa, like it's pretty crazy because you have some tequila. It will burn you all the way down.
And through once you're finished, when it goes outside.
I mean, what are you going to rate this from a 1 to 10 here?
Man, I want to give it... The smell is what really attracts me to this. The smell is really good, and then it has that really mellow aftertaste. It's because I need to taste the rest so I can compare it. But I want to give it a 7.5. What about you?
7.5. I was actually going to do an 8, so very close. Right. But you know what? I do want to leave some room for the rest of them, so I'm gonna go down to a 7.
All right, guys, the aroma on this, great. I'll give the aroma like a 10. This aroma,
it's
really good.
It's good.
Damn. All right.
Let's move on to number 2 here.
All right.
Definitely a lighter one, but look how it sticks. Like wow, look at that.
See, in the other one I had bubbles when it was going down, but this one's straight line. See, okay, I like the aroma on that one. That one has a better aroma on this one. I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Oh man, what
it is not as like. As strong as that first one, and this one's really good. Very vanilla-y.
It's very hint. I don't want to say it's fruity.
It's like a mixture between like a grainy slash. I would still categorize that after aroma as like a vanilla.
Yeah, you know what? I want to say it has a coconut smell. I mean, it's very hint.
I think you're right. It's like a. Now that you say it, it does remind me of like those coconut popsicles.
Yeah,
growing up as a kid.
It's not rompompe. It's a rompompe. All right, let's see.
Let's try it out.
Not as kick punching as this one.
Yeah, it's definitely lower proof. Clearly, very, very smooth. However, it's not like super flavorful. Like this one was like there was a lot of things going on. Very complex.
Does it kind of feel like the texture's creamy? You know, kind of like. It's not like...
It's kind of buttery.
There we go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But super enjoyable. Like, it's...
I could sip on this.
Yeah, you sipped on this all day. It's nice nice finish. Very smooth. You get a little bit of that caramel that you normally... I think it's that caramel. Maybe that coconut smell is like a caramel taste. I don't know if that makes sense, but
I think butter caramel or coconut caramel kind of mixture.
I really enjoy number 1, and I can't I can't put this at that same level, so I would go with a 6.5. It's very close. It's very enjoyable, but I love the complexity of number 1, even though it has a higher proof, has a higher punch.
I'll tell you what, if you're a beginner to these higher bourbons, this would be a nice entry.
I would agree.
If you don't have that like taste to really like, this one would be really good to kind of go
ease into it.
Yeah, there we go.
Into it, yeah.
6.5. Man, it's because I'm thinking like we need a rating for the smell, the finish, the taste, and the finish. But I'll give this one else.
Aggregate, man. What is all?
The taste brought it down. The smell brought it down. The taste was high. I'm gonna give it 6.
6. Okay.
6.
Okay. Go with 6 here. All right.
All right. Here we go.
Ready to move on to number 3?
I'm ready.
All right. Let's go.
I'm ready.
All right.
This one also has very golden color.
Nice legs there. Look at that. I like the aroma much more than number 2. I want to say.
Yes. This one has. You really have to smell it, but it does have a little bit more fruity, or what do you think?
I think it is very. It's a much sweeter aroma.
Like hazelnut.
Yeah. It's like a hazelnut. Yeah, like a very nutty, but like a sweet nut.
Absolutely.
Wow.
This is another for beginners. Whatever this one is. That's very enjoyable.
That is so good. It's sweet. That maltiness that you normally would get on like a whiskey, that typically on a cheap whiskey, it's not there at all. It's packed with so much complexity of like sweetness,
it's like a cocktail
smoothness, and butteriness. Oh man, it's good.
Have you ever had like where you taste something and your tongue just makes more saliva?
Oh yeah.
That's what's happening right now.
Yeah. It's that like velvety, buttery like flavor that this brings, and like with that nice aroma, like because the taste and the aroma are so connected, you guys. It's so fundamental for you to have those nice smells coming into your nose as you taste it, because it really makes a difference, and it clearly does here.
It's a sweet spice kind of sweet.
Yeah.
Very
but it's not like a spice where you get from like the first one where it's like a very high proof. That was like a little bit more complex in the sense of like you had that punch, and then you kind of dissipate it with all these different complex flavors. You don't get that punch here, which is good, in my opinion.
The finish, I still have the finish in my mouth. Like it's been 30 seconds, and I still have it in there. I'm tasting it. It's really nice.
And it would probably pair really well with like a cigar. It's one of those that
or a steak.
Really,
like this is a Ron Swanson. No, actually, no. I think Ron Swanson would probably get the more with a pack. Very good. This rating.
Talking about Ron Swanson, we are going to be working on an episode of Parks and Rec themed beers, so stay tuned for that.
Ooh,
that's going to be a really fun.
You gotta click the like if you want to see those.
Yes, and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe so you get the notification on when that next episode comes out. All right, cool.
Oh man. See, it's because it's very tough. I mean, they're very unique, very unique.
I'm gonna put this at an 8. Like for me, it was up there.
Yeah, because the taste and the finish was really good.
Really good.
Aroma, its hint, obviously. I'm gonna say 8.5.
8.5. Wow. You brought it up.
I brought it up.
You brought it up.
We need to get that spectrum. Notice that we're only 0.5 apart from everywhere.
All right, let's go to number 4. Let's finish this off. Finish strong.
All right.
Yeah, this is almost non-existent. I don't know.
Right? Like if you blow out and blow back back in.
Like I really have to like try to get some aroma out of there.
What do you like?
Just swish it and go.
Oh, it's hard. You're right. It is hard.
Yeah, but it's not as prevalent as some of the other ones, which is already kind of starting off pretty bad. But let's try it out. I mean,
man, don't judge a book by its smell.
Yeah, like let's try it out to say, hey, maybe it's gonna come out with like some crazy ass stuff going on. So,
all right,
let's go for it. A little underwhelming.
I'm gonna put this one in the bottom.
Yeah.
It was trying, but then all of a sudden it was like a weird.
Right? It just like it's like it's gonna be good, and then boom.
Yeah,
it's gone.
It's gone.
Right? Yeah. It's like, what happened? Where'd you go? Goodness.
I really want to know what this one is.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds you, like, for all those girls out there that you think a guy's really good, and then in the end, it's not a very good finish. This is it. Okay.
That's a good way to say, I guess.
It's like, damn.
Yeah.
He was so good looking, but
couldn't finish.
Couldn't finish it.
All right.
Man,
We've clearly had way too much.
I want to say.
But I'm really excited. Ready to find out which one they are?
Wait,
we're ready. Okay.
I already
I'm going to go 5.
Dude, 5.
Yeah, it wasn't that great. It was good. It's not the worst whiskey I've tried. I've definitely tried some worse stuff.
I think I know which one's which.
Yeah,
just
I
because,
think so too.
Not because of the color, but because of the taste.
Yes.
And I will tell you right now.
You want to guess? Do you want to try to guess?
Look, I'm going to tell you one thing. For sure, the ones that kick a bigger punch are going to have to be the Texas whiskey because we're all about that ranch style Texas. That's what I'm thinking.
So which one are you thinking here? I'm thinking here the Yellow Rose.
I'm going to think...
You think this is a port?
I don't know. I'm going to think it's the... I'm going to taste it one more time.
Go for it.
I'm going to taste it. I'm going to say it's the port.
You're going to say it's the port Texas whiskey? Okay.
Yeah, sherry port.
All right. And then here?
It's the 107.
The 107. Okay. I'm going to say this one's the Blantons.
The Blantons?
Yeah, I think this is the Blantons.
All right.
And then this one I think is the 107.
And I'm going to switch it up. The number 3 is going to be the Blantons for me.
Okay, so
we're switching it around.
And then we're switching it over here.
So basically, we're all so
we're like okay, we agree that these are our Texas ones,
and
these are our Kentucky ones.
All right,
let's
see the numbers.
See what do we got here.
So let's start with number 1.
Oh yes,
I forgot.
Where is that? Okay,
that's cheap.
First one here is the Yellow Rose. All right,
that was really good.
It was good. It was complex. And it was high proof. You could tell that was like, wow.
And I could imagine 10 different oaks. I mean, it's getting those the tannins.
I think so. The tannins from.
Oh man, so definitely packs a punch.
And it's very, very, very good. I enjoyed it. So
that one was rated what? You got 7.5?
I think I did 6.5, and then you did 7.
Oh, okay, all right.
Oh no, I did 7, and you did 7.5.
Well, we have video to prove this.
Yeah,
so.
we'll figure it out.
You're on record.
But what's number 2?
Oh.
Blantons!
Damn,
Look at that.
You got me.
Look at that. Darn it.
So, well, at least we got the Texas ones, right? So sorry.
All right, number 3.
Damn.
I'm guessing it was the Weller, right? Yeah, the Weller.
Man, that Weller, I want to say, I can understand this one being a close recipe to the Pappy Van Winkle. It is.
That was delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that was good.
Very, very good.
One of the best whiskeys I've had in my life, to be quite honest. And I'm guessing this one was the Texas port finish there.
So guys, just so you know, you got it right here, number 3.
Weller 107. Wow.
And then, which one did we rank higher? This one or the Blantons?
We did. I think we ranked this one higher.
Yeah.
Because of the smell.
Of the smell. Okay.
Yeah. So it's interesting because if you want something that's smooth, nice, casual drinking, I think you're right going for the Blantons. Mm-hmm. This one's it packs a punch.
Yeah.
It has great, complex layering. But if you're new to this, go to Blanton's.
Yeah, Blanton's to go. Start off slowly and work your way up.
I get it. It's a gateway. It's a gateway for some of these other good stuff. So
absolutely.
Hey Max, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
This was amazing, and thank you guys for watching and for subscribing. So,
where's the button at?
Yeah, I think it's right there.
Is that right? All right, guys, press
click it.
Go.
All right. Thank you guys, and stay malty, my friends.
Take care.